Foothill College now presents Campus Perspectives, a weekly interview with informed people from the college and the community. Now, here's your host, Jim Olness.
Hi, I'm Jim Olness, and today we're interviewing Mr. Pinner on Campus Perspectives. Mr. Pinner lists his occupation as being a pimp, and he seems to have some pretty interesting concepts of operating his pimp operation. Okay, where do you operate this pimp service, this service that you offer?
Well, I've started in some unusual fashions, thinking the business needed something fresh brought to it. Initially, it started out like a home program like Shackley, perhaps, or Amway, where I'd induce people through subtle ads and bulletin boards to bring them into my home.
Well, how do you get these women to do this service for you?
That might not be. I haven't really gotten quite that far yet. I'm in the initial planning stages, you see. But I've recruited some people. I have a number of names right now of possibilities for, prostitutes to work for me.
Okay, let me get this straight. You want to go to the local Safeway or the co-op and just put up a bulletin board saying that you can have sex for such and such an amount of money. Is that true?
Incredibly, you're really perceptive. You've understood my plan exactly. Well, it takes some of the scare out of it, though, because I was going to use, sort of subtle coercion throughout.
How big is your stable planning? Do you plan to have a big stable, or what's your...
Well, ideally, yes. The bigger the stable, of course, the more funds I can bring in, thus retire at an earlier age. Right now, I'm in between stables. Well, actually, I've got the beginnings of a good one. A good list, so far.
What's this about retirement? You mentioned that.
Mm-hmm. Well, as you can well understand, it's one of those fast-paced lives. People burn out very, very early. And I plan to retire early, of course, with as much as I possibly can retire with. And one of the ways I've decided to do this is, of course, to sire as many illegitimate children as I can along the way, in the hopes that one of them will be a musical genius, and I'll perhaps be able to retire off, the fruits of their labors.
Are you planning on going against the police? What are you going to inform them that you're offering this kind of service and try to get a legitimate license for this, or are you just going to plan on doing it illegally?
Well, I consider myself a contributing member to the community, and by offering the service, which is certainly known to be, to most people, the oldest profession in history, that I couldn't certainly in any way go awry of the laws as they exist now.
What would be the requirements? Like, would you have anything that you would ask of the customer as far as personal information, like where they want to perform this act, or where are they going to perform this act? Do you offer a place to do this service, to offer this service?
No, this is totally freelance. There's no specific place of operation. It all occurs in the person's home, as would, a Shackley program. And there's no stores for it. You sell individually. You have like Tupperware parties.
Tupperware parties, yes. So it's kind of come as you are.
A new marketing approach directly. I really think this fresh approach will cause a sensation.
Have you talked to the people at Safeway and businesses where you put your billboards up?
They never even look at the boards. There's no screening done whatsoever. I'm sure I can sneak in, erotic hotlines everywhere.
Yeah, it seems like a very interesting comment, and I'd like to talk with you more about it sometime, if you can come into our studios in the future, and maybe we can do a more in-depth interview, maybe even once you get the operation
demonstration
going.
Perhaps.
Demonstration, yeah, or something like that. Well, my name's Jim Olness, and you have just seen Campus Perspectives, and you have just met Mr. Pinner. And that is all for today. Thank you.
You have just seen Campus Perspectives, a weekly discussion with informed people from the college and community.